After going a combined 54-52 over her first two seasons, Lady Statesman skipper Casey Charles is excited to have a full roster of players recruited by the current staff.
You know, Coach Martinez and I have worked really hard to get the kids in here, the right kids that we want. You know, kids that are going to work hard and do a good job, and it's been a pleasant transition.
The 2011 edition features only 4 returning players from the 2010 squad that finished a disappointing 27-27. Of the 4 returnees, 3 saw regular action for the Lady Statesmen. 13 newcomers fill up the DSU roster, including 7 freshmen. The list of returnees include first-team All-Gulf Conference center fielder Crista Richard. The speedster led DSU with a .359 batting average during her debut season.
I do like this group, and this year I feel like we're going to go a lot further. And by myself and 3 others being there and knowing how it feels, it's way easier to motivate the other girls and want to do a lot better this year and want to go further and accomplish way more than we did last year.
Lone senior on this team, that's a big responsibility, and she's done a good job. And leadoff hitter, center fielder, can make a lot of really good plays, and she had a really good year last year. We look for that again. I think that's going to be a large part of our success, especially in the leadoff position.
The list also includes 2010 number 2 starter Brittany Gonzales. The sophomore pitched a perfect game last season versus Southern Arkansas and will be heavily relied upon this year.
In the fall, we had more responsibility of just kind of getting everybody into, what we do here at Delta State. But now that we're in season, everybody kind of has an idea of where we come from, what we do, what kind of team we are, and I think everybody is on board and ready to go.
Also returning is sophomore Taylor Hughes, who will be the catcher this season. Hughes spent time at third base and second during her freshman campaign. Coach Charles is really excited about the athleticism and throwing arm that Hughes offers behind the plate.
She's done a great job. I think she's very athletic. She has a very strong arm. Getting a couple games this past weekend, she threw a lot of people out. We were very impressed with the way that she played. I think as soon as she can learn to be a little bit more vocal, communicate a little bit more, I think she's just going to grow and grow. 2010 Lady Statesman Award winner Kendall Sizemore returns behind the plate and will also look for playing time at the DP spot. The outfield spots will be filled by Maggie Jackson and Raina Stifler. Jackson looks to give the Lady Statesman much-needed power in the middle of the order, while Stifler will be asked to provide consistency as a left-handed hitter.
I have Maggie on my right side and Raina on my left side, and both of them, we get along so well. Nothing's going to drop in the outfield. I have confidence on each one of my sides. You know exactly what you can get to, where you're at. Knowing that each one of them can get to every ball, it makes it a lot easier out there.
A heated battle took place until the first pitch for the infield spots. As former infielders, all 4 Lady Statesman coaches take pride in the infield. Megan Church, along with Kylie Sumners, both saw action at third base during fall camp, and each should see solid time in the infield. Former Clinton High star Emily Todd will be the starter at shortstop during her freshman season in the green and white.
She's one of those that needs some games and needs some innings, and once she gets that experience at this level, I think in a few weeks she's going to be unstoppable. She can hit the ball really well. She's got some of the best hands I've ever seen.
With her deep range along with strong arm, Marion military transfer Lauren Lewis could possibly remind Lady Statesman fans of former shortstop and current graduate assistant Brittany Eichner. Angela Carden and Marissa Sanders will both compete for playing time at first base or the designated player spot. Junior Sarah Davis, along with freshman Katie Hebert and Victoria Combs, will each compete for innings in the circle during their first year as Lady Statesmen. The schedule is tough as always this season, with doubleheaders scheduled against the vaunted West Division of the GSC. NCAA regional qualifier Arkansas Monticello headlines the list.
And I've told the kids this, every game that we play is going to be tough. Everybody's going to play us hard, I believe, just because they are, and they're going to play us hard because we have Delta State across our jerseys. It wouldn't do us any good to go and play teams right now that we're just going to walk all over. And, there's a couple of those out there, and I could schedule them, but I choose not to because it's not going to help us.
University Field is often regarded as one of the best atmospheres in all of Division II softball. Fans grilling down the line, the right field deck, all give the Lady Statesmen one of the best home field advantages in the Gulf South Conference. These fans don't stop at University Field. They also hit the road to watch their Lady Statesmen.
What it sells this place as is just a nice place to play a game. I look around on game day and I wonder, why wouldn't you want to come play softball here?
It's always fun knowing you have people there watching you and knowing that they're cheering for you. It's the greatest thing ever, knowing that everybody has your back and is on your side and wants you to do good.
To know that your school and everyone else is there supporting you, that's a really good feeling. And having them yelling while you're pitching and yelling at the batters and everything, it's fun. It's fun to be out there and have that behind you.
With a strong but limited group of returnees along with an exciting recruiting class, the Lady Statesmen will look to top the rugged Gulf South Conference West Division and advance to the Gulf South Conference Tournament for a record 26 straight season. But that is not enough for this group of Lady Statesmen.
That's definitely where we want to end up, is in the conference tournament, and that's kind of where we've stopped the past few years, and that's never what you want to do. Pushing forward past that is definitely what we want to do this year.
I think that says a lot about where this program's been, and to continue making that appearance over there is going to say a lot about where this program's going. But I think this team really has good things in store. I think the sky's going to be the limit for what they can accomplish. I think the sooner they realize that, when they start playing some of these teams that are really competitive and they start seeing some success, I think they're just going to continue to grow, and I think there could be a good many wins in the future for us.
For the Statesman Insider, I'm JT Webb.